So the current state of gene patenting, thanks to the decision on June 2013, I think it was June 13th, 2013, on the Myriad case, is that human genetic code is not patentable. However, code that is synthesized from, like I cannot say, I patent that mutation you have because I discovered it. However, if you synthesize that DNA, I think it's called cDNA, that is patentable because that is a product of human innovation. So a lot of the debate over the Myriad case and the patenting of genes has really been about the purpose of patents in the United States. And this whole history of intellectual property protection in the United States, which is super fun stuff that probably doesn't need to be done in depth in a genetics course. But the purpose of the patent code is to protect the fruits of human innovation. The idea that if you have worked on something and you have created something, you are entitled to control it and profit off of that for a protected period of time, which has changed, of course, throughout patent protection history, but you're entitled to exclusively profit off of that for a period of time as a reward for your labor in bringing this new thing into the world. So patenting of natural materials has actually been, there's a pretty extensive case law that this was not something that you could do, because you can't just, discover a mold, scoop it out and say, I patent this, I get to use this mold alone. A lot of people were arguing that genes, the discovery of a genetic mutation, took so much effort and took so much ingenuity to isolate and to interpret this information that made it patentable. And they're actually, Myriad's patents were not the first to be issued. Myriad was really just the worst behaved patenter of human genetic information.
They didn't make any friends.
Exactly.
And even since the Supreme Court decision, it seems that they're still going after people. I know that there are companies that, were trying to run with the Supreme Court decision, and Myriad is still suing them.
Yes. Yeah, there's plenty of cleanup work left to be done. But yeah, over the course of this litigation, a lot of people were arguing, instead of invalidating patents like this, for instead having a sort of compulsory licensing system was another idea that it's common to further scientific innovation by licensing your patent, licensing your discovery. And the whole problem with Myriad's holding of these patents that led to all these lawsuits is they didn't grant any licenses, which was putting a chokehold on research. And of course, in individuals' ability to access a diagnostic test to determine whether or not they had these mutations.